We are now holding in a time period that is known as Shiras HaOmer. It is a time period that takes place between the second day of Pesach and Shavuos. This time period is known to be a very special time. It's a time that Klal Yisroel, many factions of Klal Yisroel, have taken upon themselves to use this time as a time for personal growth in their avodas Hashem, in their avodas Hamidos, and in various other areas of of Jewish life. It's known as a really great time for this, and so much so that the Sfas Emes actually quotes the Lashon of the Zohar that says, "Man din noter hani yoima mipesach ad atzeres ein tzarich lave b'mishva b'tishrei." The one who watches and serves and guards this Hashem properly during these days, then he's not going to have to stand in mishpat, in judgment, during the days of Tishrei, during the days of Rosh Hashanah. So it's an amazing time, and if we're able to really tap into it and use it properly, so it can reap tremendous benefits for us. So just to understand how, and to give an eitzah maybe, of how we can properly grow during these times and to work on ourselves properly during these days. So the pasuk says, "Usfartim lechem imachas haShabbos," which happens to be in this week's parsha, which is quite convenient because I wanted to talk about Sfiras Omer anyway. And the Zohar Kadosh says, "Usfartim lechem daika," and that it has to be specifically for you. And the Zohar Kadosh connects it to Hilchos Nida, that just like a woman has to count 7 clean days for herself, she counts them herself, and then at the end, she then goes to the mikvah, and she's the one, basically, her count decides when she's going to be able to go to the mikvah. So by Sfiras Omer, every yid has to count for themselves. Now, it's interesting, in halacha, there are those that paskin like this, and it's quite interesting, that we know that Shavuos is the one yontif out of the year that does not have its own day written in the Torah. The Torah just says that after 7 weeks of counting, after 49 days and 7 weeks of counting, will be the yontif of Shavuos. So you could have a situation where a person, let's say, is coming from Eretz Yisrael to America during Sfiras Omer or for Shavuos, whatever it is, and for whatever reason he crosses over the date line. So now he already counted, let's say, day 32, and when he gets to America, they're counting day 31, so he's a day ahead. So many say that the halacha is that he continues his cheshbon. He keeps going where he's going, and yeah, he's just going to have Shavuos the day before everyone else. And it's very, very interesting that lechem in the pasuk makes it that person has to have yontif before everyone else, and that's mamish exactly what he's supposed to be doing. So that's just an interesting idea in halacha, but to more derech avoda, to understand an eitzah maybe of how to grow during these days is based off of this Zohar Kadosh, and Reb Nosson brings this Zohar Kadosh. Reb Nosson Breslever brings this Zohar Kadosh in Likutei Halachos Pesach, Tes Ois Chavez, and he mentions there that it's lechem daika, like we said before, lechem la'atzmechem, that it has to be for you. So what does that mean? It means that when a person, oftentimes you'll see when a person is trying to do things in their avodas Hashem in life in general, not just avodas Hashem, they always like to compare themselves to other people. You know, whether it's in business and it's this person's doing better than me, and this person's making more deals than me, and he's making more money, he has more cars, he has more this, he has more that, these types of things. So it's very difficult to grow if you're constantly comparing yourself to other people. And so too in avodas Hashem, if a person looks at themselves and says, well, this person's daven's better than me, this person's daven's better than me, that person learns better, he's able to learn more than me, and I can't learn so much, and this and that, and all these things, then it's going to be almost impossible for a person to grow because they're constantly comparing themselves to other people. So Nosson says that lechem la'atzmechem means that the count has to be just for you. When a person's trying to grow and do well in their avodas Hashem and in life, it has to be in a way of not caring about what the other person is doing and only focusing on what am I doing? How am I fulfilling what I'm supposed to be doing to the best of my ability, or am I not? And a person just has to look at themselves. And if you aren't doing the best that you can do, it doesn't matter that he's able to learn 5 blot a day, 5 daf gemara a day, and you're only able to learn, 1 or even half of 1 or even a third of 1. It doesn't matter. If that's what you're able to do and you're doing it, then you're doing amazing. And that's the message on lechem la'atzmechem, that a person has to count for themselves and know that when they're trying to grow and do well in life, it's only about yourself. It's not about other people. And we should be that through this, we're able to really use these days to grow properly and to prepare ourselves for Pesach Sheni and for Lag BaOmer, and eventually the Heilige Day of Shavuos.
I want to take a moment to invite you to our special Night Seder program. Our Aaron and Leah Night Seder program has been endowed to our shul, bringing in outstanding young Talmidei Chachamim to our shul every Monday to Thursday from 8:30 to 9:45 every night of the week, in order to give you the opportunity not just to listen to shirim, but to do your own learning. That means to say you choose, even if it be half an hour a week, you say, I would really like to learn X. I would really like to learn more about Y. And I want to come in. You can find a chevrusa. You'll be assigned your own chevrusa to work through it at your pace, at your level. That's what Night Seder is about. We're shifting from receiving shirim of Torah to learning Torah ourselves. Please join us for our Aaron and Leah Night Seder program. Looking forward to seeing you there shortly.